What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the first episode of Just Hunter Things. So this is a show where we reflect on all the awesome quality of life benefits that only we hunters have in World of Warcraft. So these are things that are just flavorful and unique and really great that really only other hunters can appreciate. So after the video is done, I want you guys to quickly comment with something that you love about hunters with the hashtag JustHunterThings, and let me know if this is the type of content you would like to see more or less of. I'm really trying to fill you guys out and see whether you like more straightforward value-add PvP content like guides and arena commentary, or if you like more fun and lighthearted videos like this. So thank you very much, and let's get right into it. So to show you number 10, I had to fly right to the border of Winter Spring and Mount Highjaw. And I had to fly to one of the highest points in all of World of Warcraft. This is right by the World Tree, right on the edge of Winter Spring. And number 10 is being able to mitigate fall damage with Disengage. Disengage is just such a great ability, and it's also very fun to use. And this is just like a roller coaster, man. You can, as a hunter, you can just, safely jump off cliffs, and you don't even have to use your slow fall from your pet. You can just fall off and enjoy the ride down. And then once you get close to the ground, just pop a little Disengage, and then land right on the soft snow. Number 9 is being a Swiss Army knife of utility. Having a pet for every situation, being able to name your pets, pimp your stable out, creating a dope collection. This is one of the joys of being a hunter. So here I am in Thunderbluff, one of my favorite zones in the game. Mulgore, that is, and I'm just having fun with my stable, looking through all my pets and making sure I'm well stocked. There's so many fun abilities. You can have a bloodlust, you can have slow fall, water walking, even a battle res. That's just insane. So being able to manage it, if you're not a hunter, you probably never even seen those screens and you've never had to interact with the stable NPC, but it's just a blast, having a little stable and being able to basically take some of the NPCs of World of Warcraft and take them with you and have them be associated with your character indefinitely. Some people have pets from vanilla still, so that's one of the great things. And thankfully you don't have to feed your pets anymore, or they'll run away. But that was kind of cool too. That was an interesting thing. In the past, if you didn't know, you had to actually have to feed your pets like the correct foods, and if you didn't feed them, they would just run away from you, even if it was in combat. So, you can even have a tanking pet like this crab with defensives. It's kind of nice being able to be an on-demand Swiss Army knife. Really for whatever situation, you can summon the right pet and be able to fulfill a variety of roles. So historically, one of the coolest things about paladins is their ability to bubble Hearth out of harm's way and spam emotes at you the whole time, and there's nothing you can do to prevent them. So one cool thing that hunters have is Turtle Hearth. So it's pretty convenient for getting out of sticky situations. But one thing I learned when making this video is don't Hearth the Dalaran, because if you Hearth the Dalaran, these Magi will have something to say about it. So in addition to having the most gorgeous class hall in the game, as you can see, number 7 are the class hall perks. So we get 2 perks in Legion. The first is access to the Eagle Network. These are hunter-only flight paths where you fly this badass eagle from nest to nest to very useful locations. And the second perk is an item. It's an eagle's feather that you can pick up, and it allows you to float down with these awesome eagle wings anywhere. Number 6 is one of the oldest tricks in the hunter book, but it's still just as useful and fun as ever, and that's being able to feign death out of combat. It's just so useful, being able to skip content, to go through dungeons and drop aggro when normally there would be no way to drop aggro. Even if you're mid-boss fight when you're raiding, just being able to feign death and survive, you can just finesse so much content with the skill. It's just one of the staples of being a hunter, and it's really fun. Number 5 is Eagle Eye, and I love this skill. I think it's really flavorful. It fits the idea of being a hunter or a ranger. You're able to scout out, do reconnaissance from very far away. And if you use this macro here and you put an exclamation point before casting it, it actually forces you to not toggle off the ability, and you can continuously recast Eagle Eye over and over again, go so far out, explore inside of buildings, find Easter eggs, secret room of Orgrimmar. There's a lot of cool applications, and it's really unique to our class. We've had this skill forever, and I think a lot of us forget about it. And you can see here, I'm going way out into the ocean now. And if I look up to where I originally am, I'm way up on that mountain. So it's super cool, and that's why it's number 5. Number 4 is our plethora of transmog options. So as mail wearers, we have a lot to work with. We can dress our mail down to the point where we look like rogues or monks and have that really leathery look, or we can go dress it all the way down to look like casters wearing shaman robes and stuff, right? But also we can dress our mail up and look like big badass plate wearers with the massive shoulders. So there's a lot to work with, and in addition, in Legion we can now customize and Xmog our hottie to either complement our pet or look exactly like our pet. So between both of our pets, our wide range of armor options, and our mounts, we can really customize the look and feel of our character, and that's one thing I love about hunters. Number 3 is something all my fellow hunter brethren can relate with, and that's having to go to great lengths to tame the strongest and rarest pets in Azeroth. This has always been a dimension to the game that, unless you're a hunter, you have no experience with, and it's something that Blizzard has always carved out for hunters. They've always put content in for rare, exotic, strong pets, and even more recently, they've actually been putting in entire quest lines and fleshing it out even further. But I still remember, even going back to vanilla, having to tame King Banglash in Stranglethorn Vale was no small feat. I mean, it required a lot of premeditation, and you had to camp out, and it was a big deal. And I've always found it highly engaging and one of the joys of being a hunter. You gotta appreciate the small things, guys, and that's why number 2 is Misdirection. Misdirection, as you guys know, allows you to redirect threat, and you can apply this versatile tool for good or for evil. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty satisfying and fun trolling people with Misdirection, just inviting randos to your group, misdirecting them, and watching the madness ensue. But it's also quite a useful skill. Paired with your high mobility, you're able to give more utility to your raid. It's very useful. And even leveling, it helps you stay alive because you can bounce threat between yourself and your pet. And it's a really great tool that's unique to hunters. And my favorite thing about hunters is how independent and self-reliant we are as a class. When it comes to solo PvE content, we are matched by no one. We are self-made and don't need the help of anyone else to get the job done. We can solo insanely strong elite mobs the best. We level the fastest. We can clear out old dungeons and raids. We have tools such as stealth, traps, and Fiend Death that allow us to come up with creative solutions to problems other classes couldn't handle. And to top it all off, we can do all this without taking a single point of damage due to our pets' high mobility and range. With each expansion and patch, classes get buffed and nerfed and go through various ups and downs. But through it all, I can say with great pride that being a hunter is pretty awesome, and I hope after watching this video you think so too. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. No balls, you won't. You won't. I dare you, do it. You won't. Alright, I'll give you 100 gold.